Once upon a mind bloomed thoughts of colour, all the greens deep blue, all the browns every shade of red, and the sun-kissed yellows formed the Sadarah forest. In the east of the Sadarah vibrated the warriors called the Herus, whose master taught them to guide the innocent and protect the vulnerable. One afternoon in the east, young Master Takati began his practice of martial arts called Young Fu, combination of using the psychic energy to protect his surrounding. There was something on his mind that afternoon which kept breaking his focus of practice. So he rested by a log and stood in deep thought, tuning in to the vibrations of the forest. In the centre of the Sadarah forests stood a huge marble cave house with vines of red grape at the front, lined from top to bottom. There was a garden of many flowers neatly shaped in their beds. Inside came forth King Marul and Queen Safita, who begat a humble, respectful daughter called Princess Rosasita, until this day. That afternoon under the roof by the doorway, Queen Safita ordered the princess to head out in search for dead rose petals to add to the ingredients of making pot puree for their home, while King Marul headed out from the morning on his horse to meet with his cousin.
Petals, rose petals, dead rose petals. Where am I supposed to look? Nothing ever really dies in this forest. Well, besides that awful smelling swamp in the west, that old wizard's chest.
Echoed the princess's laughter, causing the birds in the trees to fly away.
Ah, here they are.
As the princess crouched down, picking up the dead rose petals a little way from the bushes, she paused in thought, hearing the beautiful sound of a wooden flute. The sound of the flute caused her to daydream in deep thought, unaware of her surrounding. A few seconds later, a clown appeared from out of a side bush, crept around Princess Rosasita, holding a wooden flute.
What? That do, look. It works. Ah. Whoa. I better get out of here.
This is Punchadulu, the clown mischief from the south of Sadarah, who plays nasty tricks on innocent people in use for his experiments, which always ends with a puncher. He strives to become Wizard Nazar's apprentice, but cannot cross over to the west of the Wizard Nazar of Sadarah without bringing a valuable gift to add to his ingredients for his own experiments. Back in the east of the Sadarah, Takati could not rest at all. He had witnessed faint visions of sorcery, using his psychic power to channel picking up signals near the centre of the forest.
Come, another, into the wizard's chest. Must complete. Nazarah never rests.
On the darker side of the forest, where the leaves appear like scratches on a beautiful painting, the trees' branches reach out in the gesture of grabbing, starving and hungry for the sun and shower of rain. A rather cold and daunting side effect for anyone who crossed over who were sensitive. Meanwhile, in the creation of Wizard Nazar's meanness, he stirs up a big pot of trouble, chanting away at his floating bubbles of stench. He appeared in the forest, using his cadabra tongue. Moments later, Punchadulu thought himself brave enough in the face of Nazar.
How dare you sneak that, expose bright colour into mine, and bring nothing to Nazar?
The Tsar had expressed himself angry until Punchadulu froze his thoughts against him to share the story of the trick he played on the princess.
Take me to her. I see a big hungry like a vulture. Come, I'll take it to her. Come, another into the wizard's chest.
A few more and I shall be done. Oh, but this is not enough to divide in each room. A half-empty pot, Mother would say. All that time? Surely she's worried by now. Oh, but I don't want to come back tomorrow. Oh, I must prepare for the Phantom Ball of Honour. It cannot be missed. What was that?
Not so rapid, young lady. Your Phantom Ball will begin tonight in a pot. You will be called Dead Rosa, and I shall be the beacon into the wizard's chest. The princess. Oh, my head. I'm coming. Under me pink foot. How easy was that?